Hey family, welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Stephanie here with Reaching Higher Heights. In today's video, we're going to be attempting to do the very first budget closeout. I haven't done one of these before, so I hope this goes well. So y'all bear with me. So this is my planner that I'm using. I did change my cover. I got this cover from Etsy and I think it's so classy and chic and I absolutely love it. And I didn't realize it at the time, but it actually matches my laptop cover. I'm gonna try to put this over where y'all can see. I don't know if you can, but look y'all, it matches. I thought that was so awesome, especially when you didn't realize it before. So anyway, I am using this Paycheck budget sheet that I purchased from Etsy. I'll link the name up on the screen somewhere of the store shop that I got this from. So let's go ahead and recap. So I was expecting my paycheck to be $920 and I was rolling over $200. My paycheck was actually $1,120. I did roll over the $200, and then there was a buffer for $39, bringing my total up to $1,359. Currently, I'm only working 2 days a week, so my checks are going to be significantly less. Sometimes they'll be more or less than this amount depending on if I pick up any extra hours and how much I have to roll over. I may not have $200 to roll over out of every single check. So I'm just going to do the best that I can until my income increases. So for taxes, I budgeted $150 and indeed I did put aside $150 for the taxes. I budgeted $40 for Bray and I put that aside for him, so that kept my total at $190. Giving was $100. Food I increased by $20 because of Christmas. We had a lot of different Christmas events, so that required me to make dishes and things like that. So I went ahead and increased that by $20. So I spent $70 there. Gas stayed the same at $70. Miscellaneous stayed the same at $50. Beauty stayed the same at $20. Braids stayed the same at $20. And the easy pay was $153 out of this check. So let me grab my calculator so I can see how much that was. I'm back. So let's go ahead and add up these amounts. So we have 100, 70, 50, 20, 20. So that equals to $483. PayPal was $144 and the bills account did get its normal $272. So that stayed the same at $416. Now down here, if it has a little dot by it, that means that it's coming out of the $272. So the only thing that would have been that I had to pay out of the debt section would be the $200 to Discover Balance Transfer Card. So that's $200. So I'm just going to bring all of my actual numbers down. The income was $1,359. Savings $190. Expenses were $483. Bills were $416. And then the debts were $200. So initially I thought I was going to be negative $89 for this particular 2 weeks, but let's see how we actually did.
So $1,359 minus $190 minus $483 minus $416 minus $200 equals $70.
Oh, we're actually in the green by $70. Alrighty, so that is the closeout for the previous pay period. So let's go ahead and jump over to setting up this upcoming paycheck, which will be on the 28th. Okay, so from my paycheck, I am anticipating it to be $920, and from my rollover, I am anticipating it to be $200. Actually, it's not going to be $200. It would just be the $70 that was left over from the other check. So that would bring $920 plus $70 would bring the total to $990. And just because I know like what bills that I have to pay out of this particular check, I know right off the bat that I am going to be short. I am definitely going to be short. Okay, for the savings category, I need to set aside my money for the slingshot, which would be $350. And again, my pay has significantly decreased, so I'm gonna have to, most likely what I'll do is I'll pull money from my emergency fund to cover my balance that I will have to, you know, all my bills and obligations for this pay period. I'm gonna have to pull that money from my emergency fund. I already know that, and I'm just going to go ahead and accept that. For expenses, I'm gonna have giving. These are all like the same amount that they are every single pay period. Gas, miscellaneous, beauty, and then I do have easy pay that's going to be coming out of this check as well. So giving is going to get its normal 100s. Food is going to be getting the normal 50, gas the normal 70, miscellaneous the normal 50, beauty normal 20. Easy pay is going to be $277. Jumping over to bills. Out of every single check, I put money for my bills accounts, and it always gets $272. I have not updated this. I do plan on updating it for 2024, and I'm considering doing a video about it if anyone is interested to see how I come up with what amount of money needs to be put into my bills account out of every check to cover my bills for that particular pay period. I will do a video about that. So Wi-Fi, which gets paid on my city credit card, is $61.13. This stays the same, and I'm not going to add the change only because I have a little bit of buffer in all of my accounts to cover stuff like that. Amazon Prime is $16. Rocket Water is $30. Apple Storage is $10. The phone is $50. OneDrive is $2. Swepco, which is the power company, is going to be getting $60. I don't know how much this bill is, but I'm just going to be putting $60 aside for it. And then I have a payment that needs to go to QVC, and it is $21. So let's see how much all that comes up to. So I have the $272, $61, $16, $30, $10, $50, $20, $60, 21. Oh, OneDrive is $2, not $20. Okay, so this is $2. So let me do
272, 61, 16, 30, 10, 50, $2, 60, and 21.
Okay, so that is a total of $522. And then for my debts, I charged something on my Barclays card and it was $45.08. I would need to pay it out of this check. For the balance transfer for the Discover, I was trying to even that out, so to just an even $4,000. And in order to do that, I have to pay $85. And then the storage, which gets paid off of one of my credit cards, US Bank, is $160. And then I do have those medical bills that come off of my Bank of America card. And there's two. There's one that's in the amount of $27.30. And then there's another one in the amount of $49. Those two together equals $79. Let me see what those two together equal. $27.30 plus $49 is $76.30. So let's add all that up. $45.08 plus $85 plus $160 plus $76.30. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave off the 38 cents and just have, was it $3.66, you guys?
45, 85, 160, 27, 49.
Yeah, $3.66. Okay. So now let's see how much we're short. How much I'm short. And where's my total for this? $290 plus $277. That equals, oh no. This Easy Pay is actually going to be coming out of that. So I'll put my dot right here. My dots represent how my money that I put into my bills account is going to be used. So in this particular paycheck, I'm going to have to use all of the money I put into my bills accounts for the Easy Pay. So that's going to mean that the only amount that needs to be brought down is going to be $290. And I know that that's how much my envelopes usually have, is $290. So the income of $990, savings $350, expenses $290, bills $522, and debt $366. So
$990 minus $350 minus $290 minus $522 minus $366. So
I am negative $538, which this was not my normal situation. And you know what? I had a thought at one point not to do videos because I didn't have enough money. I wasn't working with a lot of money. I knew sometimes I would not have enough money to cover my bills for the next 2 weeks. But I decided to continue to show up for myself. Even if I have to use money from other areas to make the ends meet. Just continue to show up for myself and still hold myself accountable. Know exactly how much I need to pull from my emergency fund, which is $538 to cover my bills. So if anyone is in the situation that I am in, I do hope that you find some encouragement in today's video, that you still should show up for yourself and lay everything out so you know what you need to do to adjust. So that's it for today, y'all. Y'all stay blessed. Catch you in my next video. Bye.